kid giggled and kicked. At least I have a car, he panted. How's your donkey these days? My donkey's a better ride than your car. Car, Mishnah.
So
Reed shot back. Takes a donkey to know a donkey. They all laughed and I joined in. I heard female voices from the adjoining room. I could see half of the room from where I sat. Mariam, an older woman wearing a brown hijab, presumably her mother, was speaking in low voices and pouring tea from Carolyn's pot. So what do you do in America, Amir Aga? Wahid said, asked. I'm a writer, I said. I thought I heard Farid chuckle at that. A writer, he said, clearly impressed. Do you write about Afghanistan? Well, I have, but not currently, he said. My last novel, A Season for Ashes, had been about a university professor who joins a clan of gypsies after he finds his wife in bed with one of his students. It wasn't a bad book. Some reviewers have called it a good book, and one had even used the word riveting. Suddenly, I was embarrassed by it. I hope Wahid wouldn't ask what it was about. Maybe you should write about Afghanistan again, Wahid said. Tell the rest of the world what the Taliban are doing to our country. Well, I'm not. I'm not that kind of writer. Oh, Wahid said, nodding and blushing big. You know best, of course. It's not for me to suggest. Just then, Mariam, another woman, came into the room with a pair of cups and teapot on a small platter. I stood up in respect, pressed my hand to my chest, and bowed my head. Salaam alaikum, I said. The woman, who now wrapped her hijab to conceal her lower face, bowed her head too. Salam, she replied in a barely audible voice. We never made eye contact. She poured the tea while I stood. The woman placed the steaming cup of tea before me and they exited the room, her bare feet making no sound at all as she disappeared. I sat down and sipped a strong black tea. He finally broke an uneasy silence that followed. So what brings him back to Afghanistan? What brings them all back to Afghanistan, dear brother, Brady said, speaking to Wahid but fixing me with a contemptuous gaze. Boss, Wahid said. It's always the same thing, Wahid said. Sell their land, sell that house, collect the money, and run away like a mouse. Go back to America, spend the money on a family vacation to Mexico. Farid, Wahid roared. His children, even Farid, flinched. Have you forgotten your manners? This is my house. Amir Ali is my guest tonight, and I will not allow you to dishonor me like this. Farid opened his mouth, almost said something, reconsidered, and said nothing. He slumped against the wall, muttered something under his breath, and crossed his mutilated foot over the good one. His accusing eyes never left him. Forgive us, Amir Ali, Wahid said. Since childhood, my brother's mom has been 2 steps ahead of his head. That's a great line. It's my fault, really, I said, trying to smile under Farid's intense gaze. I am not offended. I should explain to him my business here in Afghanistan. I'm not here to sell property. I'm going to Kabul to find a boy. A boy? Yes. I fished a ploy from the pocket of my shirt. Seeing Hassan's picture again tore the fresh scalp off his desk. I had to turn my eyes away from it. I handed it to Wahid. He studied the photo, looked from me to the photo, and back in. This boy? I nodded. This Hazara boy? Yes. What does he mean to you? His father meant a lot to me. He's the man in the photo. He's dead now. He blinked. He was a friend of yours? My instinct was to say yes, as if on some deep level I too wanted to protect Baba's secret. But there had been enough lies already. He was my half-brother, I swallowed. My illegitimate half-brother. I turned the teacup, toyed with the handle. I didn't mean to pry. You're not prying, I said. What will you do with him? Take him back to Peshawar? There are people there who will take care of him. He handed the photo back and rested his thick hand on my shoulder. You are an honorable man, Amir Allah. A true Afghan. I cringed inside.
Lies.
Liar.
Well, I mean, it's his chance of redemption, right?
Yeah,
but
but
that's
he's
what
not
I
a
mean.
true man yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm proud to have you in our home tonight, what he said. I thanked him and advanced and glanced over to Farid. He was looking down now, playing with the frayed edges of a straw mat. So even Farid now maybe respects him a little more. But he thought he was just another American coming back to sell his whole land and get his money back. A short while later, Mariam and her mother brought 2 steaming bowls of vegetable shorba and 2 loaves of bread. I'm sorry you can't offer me meat, what he said. Only the Taliban can afford meat now. This looks wonderful, I said. It did, too. I offered some to him, to the kids. Well, he said the family had eaten before we arrived. Farid and I rolled up our sleeves, dipped our bread in the shorba, and ate with our hands. As I ate, I noticed Wahid's boys, all 3 thin with dirt-caked faces and short cropped brown hair under their skull caps, sending furtive glances at my digital wristwatch. The youngest whispered something in his brother's ear. The brother nodded, taking his eyes off my watch. The oldest of the boys, I guess his age about 12, rocked back and forth, his gaze glued to my lips. After dinner, as I washed my hands with the water Mariam poured from a clay pot, I asked Wahid's permission to give his boy the hajjah. He said no. When I insisted, he reluctantly agreed. I snapped the wristwatch and gave to the youngest of the two boys. He muttered a peevish, "Touch it." It tells you the time and anything in the world, I told him. The boy nodded politely, passing the watch between them, taking turns trying it on. But they lost interest and soon the watch sat abandoned on the straw mat. "You could have told me," Fareed said later. It wasn't nice that.
Oh.
The two of us were lying next to each other on the straw mat, what his wife had spread for us. "Told you what? Why you come to Afghanistan?" His voice had lost the rough edge. I had heard it since the moment I had met him. "You didn't ask," I said. "You should have told me. You didn't ask." He rolled to face me, curled his arm under his head. "Maybe I will help you find this boy." "Thank you, Fareed," I said. "It was wrong with me too soon." I thought, "Don't worry. You were more right than you know." His hands are tied behind him, with roughly woven rope cutting through the flesh of his wrist. He's blindfolded with black cloth. He's kneeling on the street, on the edge of the gutter filled with still water, his head drooping between his shoulders. His knees roll on the hard ground and bleed through his pants as he rocks and prays. It is late afternoon, and his long shadow sways back and forth in the gravel. He's muttering something under his breath. I step closer. "1,000 times over," he mutters. "For you, 1,000 times over." Back and forth he rocks. He lifts his face. I see a faint scar above his upper lip. We are now alone. I see the barrel first, then a man standing behind him. He's tall, dressed in a herringbone vest and a black turban. He looks down at the blindfolded man before him with eyes that show nothing but a vast cavernous emptiness. He takes a step back and raises the barrel, places it on the back of the kneeling man's head. And for a moment, fading sunlight catches in the metal and twinkles. The rifle roars with a deafening crack. I follow the barrel on its upward arc. I see the face behind a plume of smoke swirling from the muzzle. I am the man in the herringbone vest. I woke up with a scream trapped in my throat. I stepped outside, stuck in the silver tarnish of the half moon, and glanced up at the sky riddled with stars. Crickets chirped in the shuttered darkness, and the wind wafted through the trees. The ground was cool under my bare feet, and suddenly, for the first time since we had crossed the border, I felt like I was back. For all these years, I was home again, standing on the soil of my ancestors. This was the soil on which my great-grandfather had married his third wife a year before dying in the cholera epidemic that hit Kabul in 1915. She bore him what his first two wives had failed to, a son, at last. It was on this soil that my grandfather had gone on a hunting trip with King Amir Shah and shot a deer.